whenever you're called upon, do the bidding of what you're called upon. Then that way later in life, you get elevated because you're learning.
Yeah, that's order. That's order.
Not just come up like you just got it all like.
You see, back in the days, there was that saying that children are supposed to be seen and not heard.
I believe in that.
I got a little piece.
Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue.
Yeah, so even if you know something, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's not your place to speak. There's no need for you to speak. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
Nah, he was trying to get views, man. Running his mouth, like he didn't have to do that, man. But it's that pride, and he's trying to get the views up and the monetization. And he want to appear like he's so righteous that I could curse anyone out. Well,
Fame.
yeah, that's what it was,
Fame.
man. There weren't no need to do that because like the brothers are saying, man, high priest Ariel, man. Anyone who see him speaking know that he spoke with the power, the spirit of the Lord. And obviously he was a great man. And he still is, man. So why would you fuck this like? But then Coolio, that's what smacked it. With Coolio, the energy was completely different. It was, oh man, you know, it was like his uncle died, you know what I mean? Uncle Coolio.
Like you met Coolio sometime or something. Like he actually met this guy in real life. Like, dude, you ain't
Like
never
it was
met
his
this guy.
sensei or something.
This is a sickness.
If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them.
And that's what he's done. He's like, so he got kicked out. He didn't like the way he got found out in the spirit. So he got kicked out. And obviously he has a certain level of intelligence and charisma. And there's certain scriptures he can break down. He be going in. Like when you go into the mark of the beast and that, he be breaking it down properly. There's a lot of scriptures he breaks down properly, thoroughly. He brings out scriptures and all that kind of stuff. He's not going off on everything, right? So he managed to eat different men to himself. And some of them guys, they could be of the elect. We don't know.
I can't put out that good information Apostle gave him a podcast.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so because he's got guys now that's come up pretty much underneath him. He's puffed him up and he's thinking, oh, like I'm like an elder now. I'm this, that, and the other. But you really gotta chill because the Most High could just hit you with a lightning bolt and then just slide someone else in to clean that whole thing up and purify it properly. You know?
We've seen it happen before.
He's not really strong longer than some of us.
No,
So,
he hasn't.
And
No.
you know what I mean? We're not on no elders level, man.
Yeah, call yourself a chief priest and all that. But like I said, because he's got that, oh yeah, I got these men in this state that they look up to me, this man in this state. He's gassed up in the mind, man. That's just sort of pride. That's why you went on there, day in the life of and all this shit. Like, what's going on?
But we see over time, we've seen guys that was, I'm not gonna name names, we've seen guys that was heads, where they had all the knowledge, the Most High got rid of them.
Fuck it, man, with their names, man. Nah, man.
No, but it's not my place. Yeah.
Now, what's the Chicago done? Patak.
Yeah.
And Patak was another one. Patak, man, that dude was nice in the scriptures. He all the breakdowns he learned from the elders, he knew them, right? And he could bring them out. And he used to bring out. He's like, rah, this guy really knows the scriptures. Another guy, proud, right? Hella proud, and he got kicked out. Oh, Element was another one. Puffed up with pride. All kind. What about Ja Rule? The Ja Rule nigga from down in South Carolina. Ayasha Muff. That dude knew the precepts.
That whole camp.
Bro, that dude used to be chatting to him on the fucking Facebook Messenger, and every fucking 3 words was a precept in brackets. It'd be mad. I'm like, bro, how does this guy know all these precepts? What's he doing? He went in to be a rapper. Sarge. So many guys, man.
He's spitting in the backyard and everyone's going, woo!
So that don't mean nothing. Like you can have men under you. You can teach other men, and them men that you taught are still. The Lord might be of the elect and you ain't, and that's in the scriptures.
That's what happened with Element. Element was the head of that camp.
Element,
got moved out.
And that because he was proud and he didn't want to take no correction. He was hella proud, man. And he put, we ain't gonna put everything out there, but he was doing a lot of shit, man, that weren't right. But then from a teaching standpoint, he could teach. You know, but it ain't all about that either. Oh, go on.
He didn't like simple.
You know, because I remember the Pesach that he was I think it was 2014 Pesach was in, right? And he was sitting right next to the apostles.
Yeah, and then he
So
got, yeah.
That's what kind of made me gassed him.
Just on the money. 1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I preach to others, I myself should be accosted.
That's right. So yeah, he has done work, and he's put. That's why you got men that's calling themselves Sakari. But really, he gonna have to be taken out of the way if for them brothers to really be coming up on the proper level, man. Because that guy's proud, man. And you know how it's the fish rots from the head down. So he might have to be taken out because he ain't right, man. He just ain't right.
The lovely pickings take so long.
Yeah. Oh, the meathead.
Peace.
But or the Lord might do something major to him to humble him down and put him in the right way. You know, the Lord could do that too. You know, who am I? The Lord could humble him down with an ailment or something. You know.
This is Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things does the Lord hate.
Wow.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. Number 1, it says, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he
There's so much lies that these other camels try and put out on us, man. So much lies just to detract from my ministry, man. Or try and.
But hold
detract
on,
from my
ain't this the guy that said you ain't supposed to worship Yahweh Shai as well?
Yeah.
Man.
You know,
See, man, and
we
he
don't
made
even
that
believe
into
in
a
all the
massive
scriptures.
argument.
We don't even believe in all the scriptures.
Oh, and he said that. You know, yeah. Man, see, this guy is doing what he wants to do. Really, when you really break it down, he's in his own world, Wayne's world, and he's doing what he want to do. It's not even just one thing. It's like it's coming into my mind a lot of madness. This guy has really said. You know, so hey, the Lord's going to do all these camps, man. IUIC, ISUPK. They're going off, man, and if they don't get this shit straight, because we're really coming down. Let's get to the bottom of it. We're really coming down to the last days of the last days. Right? Right? 'Cause why do we keep talking about the MOTB? Like Apostle Tahar said, that's one of the major prophecies coming towards the end. Because guess what, man? Like when you're coming where they're pushing out that MOTB, we ain't gonna have much time left.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna have much time left at all. Everything's gonna start happening fast.
Yeah.
But what do we see? The infrastructure's actually built. It exists. It's not even something now that's like 30 years ago they got to go back into the lab to do research. No, the technology exists now. The infrastructure exists. They got the internet. You could go to the market style where man are selling. I remember what was it like a couple months ago? I wanted to buy some toys for my youth, and then in the market store, I'm all, I ain't even got cash on me. Man's like, yeah, it's cool. Man pulled out the reader. If you go, tell the truth, you go to the market now, everybody's got a reader. Them readers are everywhere now. You can get the sum up or whatever it is. So the whole contactless technology is pretty much ubiquitous. Yeah, you could hardly go into a shop. Only a couple of them Turkmen want to play like they don't want to, you know. Yeah, cash only. Yeah. But more time, you can pretty much go anywhere. It's contactless now, and we said that you got the contactless technology, right? The chips, they got the chips. They got the jib jab passports as well, right? You got the Starlink. Yeah, you got the CBDC, which Great Millstone, we're the ones that brought that to the forefront and started talking about that years ago. Before it became popular, CBDCs only came mainstream last year. It's only last year they started talking about CBDCs, and then before that was even mainstream, that was in Algos who was talking about that. Because like, hold on, yeah, that digital currency there, that looks like that's gonna be part of the MOTB. So we're here right now, so you gotta get it right now, man.
They're just working on the rollout, is what you're basically saying.
On the crisis. All they need is a major crisis, and they can start making these people. Cause you already see what happened, man. I was at work. I was chatting to one guy about the jib jab. I like picking people's brains, and I'm like, yeah. So how do you feel about the jib jab now that you know you hear what's going on, all the information that's coming out showing you that it was foolishness, yeah? And he was like, oh, you know what, to tell the truth, yeah, I didn't really want to take the jib jab, but, you know, I wanted to go on holiday. So, look, man, they already tested out that, listen, you put a little bit of pressure here and there, people go and do things even if they don't really want to do it. How much more say if there's a massive crisis and like the bank account system's all messed up and this is happening and they're like, listen, you got to take this. That man are going to be fighting and lining up to take it, man.
They'll be lining up.
Hey,
They'll be lining up.
Wakar, you know what? Who's that as well? The yabs, the burst, the shots.
Yeah, the jib.
Everyone ran to it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Through the Spirit, the Lord had us not take that. Through the Spirit.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. ISUPK. To big man like Tazaria, the dude looks like 6'2" or something. Big burly dudes scared of the flu, and are telling other people to take the jib jab. How does that even work? Imagine a big man 6'2" sitting in a little chair with a little nurse digging out his. Come on, man. What was that? And then now look, you see people are getting all kind of ailments.
Dropping, falling
Now,
down.
how are you caring for the flock if you're telling them to do these things, man?
Very quick one. Luke 17:33. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it.
That's right, man.
Speaking of that, just to make a point, I work around a lot of people that got that, and every last one of them is saying the same thing. I wish I never took it because I've never felt the same. I never felt the same after that.
Well, you remember you had that dude, he said he took it and he said he lost his faith. Remember? Remember he said, when I took it, instantly my faith went.
They got deceived. They got deceived. They got tricked.
I'm trying to read this. It's from Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Right? And we always spread the doctrine, the 100% doctrine that we teach from the elders and apostles and downwards, right? The 100%. Right? It's about keeping this word, not changing it up. Right? Continuing the things which thou hast learned, right? It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Because if you thought the jib jab, right, was a hell of pressure. It was under pressure to do everyone collapsing and dropping dead. When this MOTB comes, man, there's gonna be a hell of pressure, man. It's gonna be a whole different game.
Just an experiment.
Yeah, that's
Just
what
an experiment.
jib jab was. Trial run of what's gonna go down. Right, but you're gonna be hella under pressure, man, because it ain't gonna be just about taking some medical whatever contraption, right? This is gonna be whether you can eat or not.
This is the only way to get through.
Yeah, whether you can protect your family or not. Right, and when it comes to that sort of thing, like people wanna bug out, man. You know, last thing you wanna be is hungry.
What they found out is that 90 to 95% of the population took it down here in the UK.
Wow, yeah. What?
That's a
That
lot.
true?
That's a lot. That's true.
That sounds like cap. That sounds like cap.
But
95, no, man.
that's part of eating witchcraft, right? It puts out like numbers, and then it makes you feel like you're in the minority. So it's like, oh, well, if it's 90, then I don't want to be the majority.
Yeah.
That sounds like cap.
Yeah. So, I also
The heart is deep. It's like,
yeah, that's right. So I also will keep you from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. That's why these things are happening now, global things.
Yeah.
It's not an isolated thing in a country. It's happening globally. Esau is making moves globally.
Right.
Right? The whole CBDC thing is a global thing.
Right.
This digital currency is a global thing.
Right.
These MOTBDC are going to be global things because they want to, avoid the situation that we're going through with the C-19. They want to avoid that, right? Or new things will come, right? There's no lack of access to food, so they want to make sure they track and trace everything properly and make sure everyone's provided for, just like back with the ration books back in World War II.
Yeah.
It's a global thing. It's going.
And they had an article that came out. I think you posted it, right? Was it the Mirror or one of them? They were saying how the government agencies we might need to have a rationing like we had in World War II.
Yeah.
Now we brought that out like fucking like
Imperial War.
you was there, brother. I was you there? Oh, who was there? Wakar was there, Fire was there. We went to Imperial, but I know you brothers went to Imperial as well, right? Right? And then in there we were saying, oh yeah, it's gonna be like that. And then now Esau's even saying it, like years later.
But now he's got a digital way to do it.
And we didn't even know about them CBDCs and all that
Back then.
then.
No, that wasn't that then.
Yeah, but that goes to show you, you rely on faith, the Most High will open it up. and
Open it
allow
up,
us
man.
to
The vision. The vision.
Yeah.
The leader ain't got the vision. He can't see what's happening. The foresight, man.
Well, 2nd Ezra chapter 9, I got my own verse now, right? But it says, the will of the Lord is being made manifest. Things become manifest over time. Like Habakkuk 2 and 3 will tell you, these.
It's prophecy just speak and not lie.
Yeah, for an appointed time, right?
Right.
It's you have to wait. You have to be patient.
Looking through a glass,
Dark.
Corinthians darkness.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's
Right.
true.
You have to be patient. And eventually the Most High is going to reveal these things. We understand them in the scriptures, but we have to see a way how it manifests into the world. So we talk about the mark of the beast and the sea hips and all that kind of stuff. We've been talking about Oz and the Apostle, man. They've been talking about for years, man.
Yeah.
Before there was any real signs of that. But now it's all over the place. And people are still just trying to deny it. Nate's trying to shoulder roll it. He's trying to get around the idea that the sea hip now could do more than just track and trace. So he's trying to make up new doctrines now. To try and save his ass. Right? But it's all up in our faces now, man. It's about to be implemented.
Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time."
Right.
Yeah, time's running out, man. We ain't got much longer here, man. We ain't got much longer here, man. If you think we've got ages to go, well, we're not really watching. Yeah, we can't tell you exactly how long. This place ain't got much time left. We're very close now. Read that again now. Yeah.
Revelation 12 and 12. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath."
Esau's about to rear his fangs on the earth, man. Like I say, he already done the trial runs and that. He always, coercing people to do this and do that, forcing people to do this and do that, threatening you with your jobs and whatever he threatened you with, benefits, because that would be the next one. I think he already did that. But he's going to enforce that even more. And you want to see how much of a devil and how much he doesn't give a shit about the people.
And these jigs, but them Israelites were right. This part, man, is the devil.
Yeah, but then by then it's too late because you took the jib jab, you took the MOTB, and you were crying about it afterwards. We blew that trumpet, right? You decided not to listen.
Daniel 8 and 25. "And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand."
I was thinking that word craft, that goes back into Job, picked up on the time report.
Yeah, but he's doing the same thing now.
Yeah,
He's still doing the same thing. The same new world order that he's trying to establish, because that's that Hellenization, basically what Esau's doing all over again, man.
And by peace shall destroy many, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
Because Esau's a cunning hunter. He's the most subtle beast of the field, right? So he knows how to get to people. Right? And I say the food issue is going to be a major thing. It's food war. Yeah. He's using food as a weapon against the people.
Right.
He's laying siege against the people.
Right.
By manufacturing, this crisis.
East Palestine as well. What happened with that? That's really because after that, how many chemical fires broke out of different plants?
Yeah. All these train derailments as well recently.
Water contamination. That goes back to poison in the waters.
These elites buying up all these fields. These elites buying up all these fields.
Yeah.
Telling man to destroy their crops and destroy their cattle and all kinds of stuff. Why is this all happening? Esau is attacking, right?
Yeah.
Esau is globally attacking the food system, man.
He's gonna vaccinate eggs.
It's all
Even you have in Ireland, you have like migrant crises or so-called migrant crises where they're letting in guys from like Syria and all these lands and they're housing them in the countries and hotels and something. The public are complaining and it's all men. I've seen the footage on social media that the Irish geezer was like, where's all the women and the children? And it's just like thousands of men coming in their lands. So when shit hits the fan, them. Sorry, go on.
Well, they had recently, I think it was like they were trying to swim over to Italy or Spain.
Yeah.
And a bunch of them died. It was like 60 of them that died trying to make the crossing.
Yeah.
And they're kind of ramping up again. So it's like,
Well, the
that
migrant
was-
crisis.
Yeah, migrant crisis.
Yeah, and I was seeing something where they said a lot of them dudes are like soldiers that they've let into these lands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they're like trained guys and
But then, you know,
yeah, a lot of them. And you know, some and look, even if they're not, some of them dudes are just fucking rebels that have killed people and they're just free in Europe now. Like they're just free in England. So when shit hits the fan, these dudes will fucking do anything. You know?
wow.
Yeah, bro. The people here are not used to that type of mentality. They are. You know? It's so lucky.
2nd Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You know, so they're going to be in a mad spirit. You know, and the scriptures speak about in Ezekiel 21 and 9, Son of Man prophesy and say, what thus saith the Lord? Say a sword is sharpened, man. You know, Operation Jade Helm and all of that. They were doing all them things way back in the day, and they done perfected that sharpening of that sword.
They're getting ready for the sword. Though.
That's right.
They're getting ready for the sword because they're the ones obviously they're planning it, right?
Yeah.
So they're getting people trained up to deal with it, well, to try and deal with it. It's gonna be messy. There's gonna be casualties on both sides. There's gonna be sedition among men.
Yes.
Right? So you know there's gonna be fighting, fighting out here everywhere, you know, because of the crisis that's going on, man. Because people's potential to be super high. You know?
Just pass power to the government control. Regarding like another pandemic that happened to scandemic. Then they give them power. WHO basically has power to force prison people, force mandate vaccinations and all of that.
Again, it's a world organisation. It's a world organisation. So they get to dictate to whoever they want to dictate to and tell them what to do.
And like,
It's not individual governments now. Everyone has to do what they tell them to do.
So when they transfer power from the government, that's called martial law, man.
Yeah.
So that's for the hour of martial law.
Yeah.
I believe
I was reading this article on News Punch, right? They said that Brazil basically is imprisoning the people over there because they didn't get, the jiggity jack, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's just to add what you say.
So it's gonna get wild out there.
and if there's another lockdown, then what's gonna happen is they're not gonna be able to import certain foods into the place or the city. So that's gonna be famine too, even more so. Like that's gonna increase food prices and everything like that. And that's something called a blockade. A blockade. I looked at what blockade means: an act or means of sealing off a place to prevent goods or people from entering or leaving.
And couple of that with the creation of these 15-minute cities that they're trying to put everywhere.
Well, that's in 2nd Ezra 15. Man showed desire to go into the city.
Yeah, there you go.
They're trying to isolate everybody, lock people in, man. Because imagine back when the C19 hit, man, they were telling people you couldn't go to certain places across the country, right? But you see, it's just to manage the small sections in different parts, and it's easier to manage that. You know,
That's why a lot of these side roads now are all blocked. You notice that?
they mess up the roads, man.
It's all one way. You got to get caught up in the
Because obviously these smart cities that they're building, man, they're gonna be able to watch all the time. But it's hard to watch you across the whole country, but if they can find you in smaller spaces, it's easier to manage, you know?
But people are protesting against that.
They are.
People are protesting in the UK against that because they see it like these are basically concentration camps, man. These are concentration camps. People are aware of it. Just the average person, man, they're protesting about that. And that's sedition against men. 2nd Ezra 15. You know.
That's right. And also the food. When you watch that Clarkson's farm, what it highlights is that the UK farming industry has been for the last couple of years. Right? So it's the thing where you can't import and you can't grow. So you know,
bottomless
double
pit.
whammy.
The bottomless pit.
It's too expensive to run farms, it's too expensive to import things in.
You know, well, in the first series he made £144 worth of profit for the entire year. Entire year.
That's bad, man. Making more in Primark.
Go ahead. This is Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Guess what, man? In these last days, it's going to be bad settings out here, man. Everything's going to be wild, chaotic, and violent. You're going to be slashing each other's necks. You're going to be invading people's houses. Your friendly neighbor that you grew up with is going to be killing you. Because he's going to be watching you go to the stores and and holding food and stuff like that, it's gonna go wild out.
I was going to say on top of this as well, because you got people in such a confined space. You know, I was thinking about, you know when you got like rats, you can find a rat in a space, the rat does anything it can to get out.
Yeah.
Right? It gets very violent. You know? And it'll tear through wherever it got to tear through to get out and survive, man. That's what he's doing going to be like in these cities, man. Confined spaces.
That's like when the riots happened the last time, and they let people go off in still bags of rice and all kinds of shit. They said they thought that they got away with it, and then a couple of months later, they just did a police for drug everybody that was good.
They got nicked the store.
One of the police actually purposely protected the police station. They let them destroy the whole neighborhood, and they caught every single one of them.
Well, funny about that, I'm sure after that, because even a lot of the police stations, like, pick them out, and I just say, market. It used to be in the police station used to be in the town centre. All the town centre police stations are shut down, and like the one in Market got moved to the 813. It's like you can't access it basically, and it's built like a warehouse.
Man. I never seen it open for ages.
That's when I saw it on the 813, I realised it's basically like a big warehouse. So you don't know what they got
shut down
inside
a
there.
lot of the police.
They did the same in Austin, I think. Like they shut them down, like local ones. And they shipped them out to like big warehouse buildings. So you know they got all kind of artillery, everything ready to just roll on the people.
This is the book of Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the actual book.
That's a hard thing to kind of imagine and try and picture, man, because a lot of bad shit's going on in the earth. Right? But what's been said that in these last times is the worst time ever, man. You know it gets bad. You know, how bad you just have to experience it. You know? You ain't gonna know until you experience it, man.
It's gonna be worldwide, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be worldwide trouble.
You know? Shit that only go, you know, that might go on in some of these poorer countries, man. It's gonna be happening everywhere, man.
Yeah.
But there's so much people here.
Yeah.
So much death is gonna go on, you know?
But that's part of their plan. They wanna take out the majority of the world's population, man. So that's why. So pretty much, it's the Most High working through the elites to declare war on the people, man. The Most High's working.
That's why he comes with great wrath.
Exactly. So the Most High, that's what it says. What do they say? Famine. It says the sword, death and destruction. It says 2 Ezra 15. It says I will bring plagues upon the world, famine, death, and all that. And the Most High used the so-called white man, man. Yeah, famine, cutting off all the food, cutting off what? The lamb, the beef. Yeah, even all this plant-based food. You know that rubbish, man. You know, plant-based bacon. You know, I'm like, what? You know? And then Kill Gates, he's buying up all the farmland. You know, all that. And then they're saying, there's some woman saying there's no eggs in America. They're not selling no eggs. You seen all the footages of all the shows all empty and shit. And it's all right, and it's not even put on the mainstream media, so that's right up on it. So they're putting it, they're sliding it in. He's supposed to sliding it all in, like a serpent, man. Yeah, because it's all gonna be like a thief in the night on the people. All hell's gonna break loose. Then there's sudden destruction. Yeah. You see, so it's like a multiple things. There's the war that's happening down there in Ukraine and Russia and all that. There's a lot of things going on, and there's all that's gonna pile up. And then when the economy just collapses, man, people are gonna go crazy. Because right now the people they're in La La Land. Just look at them. They're in La La Land.
Same old.
Yeah.
Days of Noah.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 24, verse 36. But that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
It's like, do you know what that means though? Because you don't know the time. Guess what? You're going to be prepared all the time.
Yeah, but that's the same. Was that Bruce Lee said that? Because I know he said there's a warrior. A good warrior is basically ready in times of peace. He said it eloquently.
Yeah, we don't have time to slack off, man. Once you got this truth, man, you got to be on this truth. You don't know when the Lord's coming. You know, we don't get the time to do what these other people do. Because what's going to happen to them? They're going to get caught off guard. Okay, we ain't got time to be caught off guard, man. You know?
It says, for as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage till the day of Noah entered the ark. You were saying, brother, in that La La Land
Yeah.
spirit, you know?
Yeah.
Time to party.
Yeah, it's time to party.